Hi all, good evening. I am Sandeep and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today in this video, we are going to build one Agentic RAG AI application with Phidata framework, OllamaEmbedder, then Qdrant vector DB, and also Deepseek-r1 LLM. So let's dive in. Okay, so in this project, an Agentic RAG AI application we're going to build in Python and streamlit with the Phidata Qdrant vector DB, OllamaEmbedder, that is for embedding, and Deepseek-r1 model LLM. So this Qdrant, is an open source vector database of Phidata framework. Phidata, as you know, is an amazing framework for building agentic application, Phidata. And this Qdrant, this is a vector database, and that is a part of the Phidata framework. And we will set it up locally through the Docker container, so that it will run locally, your vector DB. Qdrant will run locally as a service when you just set it up through a Docker container. And for embedding, we are going to use this OllamaEmbedder. So that is also a part of the Phidata framework. OllamaEmbedder we are going to use. Okay. And this when you use the OllamaEmbedder, so there openhermes, there is a model called LLM called openhermes that is used in OllamaEmbedder for embedding. This model is used, and this model we have to pull locally or install locally through Ollama. You might have used Ollama tool, and so for that, if you don't have Ollama, you have to install it using pip install Ollama. Okay, so OLLAMA Ollama. So you have to install it locally, and then you have to pull it. Ollama pull, and this is the model name, so that locally it will be pulled and installed, this model. So that is used by the OllamaEmbedder. So if you want to use OllamaEmbedder, that is a part of the Phidata framework. So you have to have this model locally installed or pulled, the openhermes. Okay. So in this project, there are no dependencies on OpenAI API key. In this agentic RAG system, there are no dependencies on OpenAI API key. As you know, the OpenAI API involves some cost. There is some cost associated with it, and suppose you don't want to spend any money, you want to build everything from the open source libraries or tools. So that's what we are doing in this current project. Here we are not going to use OpenAI API key. So everything is open source and free. So as you know, traditional retrieval augmented generation RAG has some limitations, and it is suitable only for fixed set of question and answers. So you have a document, let's say PDF, and you have some like set of questions and answers, or some data is there actually related to some topic, anything. And but this traditional RAG, the way we build it, you might have used it, traditional RAG actually. So the way it works, suppose you have a document, let's say PDF, and you convert it to text, then you divide the data into chunks, some chunks of data, so various chunks, and then you convert the chunks of data to embeddings and store in the some vector database. So in the vector database, data will be stored in the embeddings, in the form of embeddings, and then when some user comes up from the some query, suppose there is a query from the user, and so that query will be also converted to the embeddings, and it will then search in that vector database and look for the most relevant chunk of data information whose embeddings very closely match with the embeddings of the query sent by the user. And then it will retrieve those relevant chunk of data related to that query and from the vector database, and then that relevant chunk of data along with the query will be sent to the LLM, and LLM will give the answers, very specific answers, okay, based on that context or that relevant chunk of data. Actually it will give the answer. So but it's traditional RAG has limitations that is very much suitable for the fixed set of question and answers only for a given context, and it cannot answer a question if the exact matching information is not found. If the exact matching information is not found, then it says that sorry, I cannot answer this question, or I could not find the answer in the relevant document, knowledge document, whatever. Okay, so that's the limitation of the traditional RAG. Whereas the agentic RAG, in case of agentic RAG, is quite smart, autonomous, and it is equipped with many things, and it has some decision making capability or power. So in case of the agentic RAG, what will happen? It will first go through the knowledge document and it will do hybrid search when some query question comes up from the user. So it will basically go through the knowledge document, do hybrid search, and if it finds the relevant information, a chunk of information related to the query there, what it will do, it will combine that information or data with its own LLM training knowledge, whatever the LLM it is a training knowledge, and then it will combine and answer the query in the best possible way, in a very structured and informative way, in the best possible way with the details. And if it cannot find the answer that way, then it will take help from the external tools like Google search, etc. If you provide that, it will take help from the Google search, and it will give you the answers. So at the end of the day, we need the correct answer or relevant answer for our query, right? So app is a simple one, Streamlit app, and in the app, user needs to upload the document PDF and also type the query in the text box, and then they just need to do is to click on the answer button. Okay, then you will get the answer. It will take some time, that when you upload the document, it will not only upload the PDF and save it locally, but it will also it will also convert it to embedding, and then store the data in the vector database. So now I will talk about this Qdrant, this vector DB. Okay, that is the part of the Phidata. Let's go to Phidata website. Yeah, so Qdrant agent knowledge, as you can see, and you will find the information in the docs.phidata.com. if you go there, then so you have to first set it up locally, the Qdrant. So follow the instructions in the Qdrant setup guide. So link is there to install the Qdrant locally, and here's the guide to get the API key. You need to get API key also. You have to go to this link and then sign up and then get free API key for Qdrant. Okay, and then put the environment variable in your .env file. Okay, so if you click on this Qdrant setup guide, so it will take you there. This Qdrant installation requirements, etc. And so if you scroll down, and you will find the installation instructions. So I'll take you there. Yeah, so go to this Docker part. The easiest way to start using the Qdrant for testing or development is to run the Qdrant container image. So run this Qdrant as a Docker container. So using container image, you can run it locally, and also you can use it. So it is available in the Docker Hub. The latest version of this Qdrant is available in the Docker Hub, so you have to pull it from the Docker Hub. Okay, so make sure you first install this Docker desktop. You can see here Docker desktop. So you have to download, install this Docker desktop. Okay, after you install it successfully, Docker desktop, then you have to just keep it running. Just launch it and keep it running. You have to make sure you keep it running all the time, Docker desktop. Okay, then the next step is to go to any console like command prompt, etc. After you start running this Docker desktop, you have to just type docker pull and then Qdrant/Qdrant, then it will pull the image from the Docker Hub. Okay, after you are done with this one, then you have to run this command docker run. So you are running a Docker container here with this port number, external port, internal port, both are same 633, and whatever is there, just copy and paste it, and then make sure it's in a single line like this, and then just run it. Then it will run the container, Docker container, and then your database, the Qdrant will be also locally running. Service will be running locally like this. Keep it running just. Okay, so this part is done. Now I will talk about the this OllamaEmbedder. So for the vector database, as you know, there's if you have to store any data in the vector database, you have to just convert data to embeddings. So for this creating embeddings, this OllamaEmbedder we have to use. That is a part of the Phidata. The problem is that Phidata contains many vector database. If you look at that, and also embeddings, but like the problem is that for the other vector DBs, you may require this OpenAI API key, which is chargeable, which is not free. So I just explored a lot and found that this Qdrant is pretty good actually, and it doesn't require any OpenAI API key. So, and also you can use the OllamaEmbedder, that is also free, and but for OllamaEmbedder you need, for OllamaEmbedder you need to have one model which I already explained. This model you have to locally install through Ollama only. Okay, through Ollama you pull that model, and then rest will work. That this OllamaEmbedder will work definitely. So there these things are very important for this project. Just follow as I have explained. Now I will launch the app and see it in action. So it's Streamlit application. So just Streamlit run, and this name of this Python file. That's it. It will take some time. Yeah. So this is how it looks like, the Agentic RAG AI application with the Phidata, Qdrant, and OllamaEmbedder. And here you have to just upload the PDF file, and then you have to write your query, and then click on answer. That's it. So in my case, I already seen it takes some time actually for running the. I already ran 2 queries already. I'll just show you the results. So before that, let me tell you, this is the PDF file I am using for this project. There's a 2 pages PDF, and it contains some information, basic information about the cancer, like where can cancer start, then when cancer spreads and grows, then what is tumor, what causes cancer, how is cancer found, what does cancer stage mean, and then how is cancer treated, etc. So 2 pages document, and then we are uploading it here, and you can see that. And then as soon as you upload it, it will also locally save the file, and also immediately that it will convert it to embeddings, and then store in the vector database. In our case, it is Qdrant. It will store in the vector database. That process takes some time. That is why I am unable to show you live, but I'll just show you the results. And then after that, I am asking a question: what causes cancer from this document? Okay, what causes cancer? And interestingly, let me tell you one important thing here. The agentic RAG is pretty smart, So it will first check your knowledge base, or your PDF in your case, let's say, and then it will check the query. And then in the document it will check, whether that document, that PDF document or the knowledge base contains the sufficient information to answer the question, query or not, sufficient information. That is very important. So it is pretty smart to decide whether to use the knowledge base or not. Knowledge base means PDF, this PDF file that we are uploading, whether to use it or not, whether it contains a sufficient information to answer the question or not. If it finds that it has at least some basic information or some information, then it will take that and it will combine with its own knowledge, LLM training data knowledge. Then it will combine and give the answers. If it finds that there is no information at all related to the query of the user's query, then what it will do, it will take help from the external tools like Google search, etc. So it's pretty smart. I'll show you the results here. Okay, so what causes cancer? And you can see the answer here. So it says the running, and it is going through the search knowledge base, which is the PDF our data, which is stored in the vector database Qdrant. So query what causes cancer, and if you look at the answer, that it mostly takes from our PDF file that we uploaded, knowledge base. But it also adds its own words or information actually from its own knowledge, LLM knowledge actually, some information, but mostly it kept the answer information from the PDF, mostly it kept. Okay, then another query also I ran, but this time I asked what are the latest advancements in cancer treatment in March 2025. This is a very latest question, and even March month is not ended yet. So, but I asked this question: what are the latest advancements in cancer treatment in March 2025? Suddenly, our LLM that we are using might not have the knowledge, or even this document, that knowledge base PDF, that also doesn't contain any information about any latest development advancement regarding the cancer treatments, or etc. So it has no other option but using the Google search. That's what it is doing. It will first check, but it is checking the search knowledge base. Then it cannot find any information. Then you can see that it is calling this search Google, and then it is searching, doing Google search, and then we are using that. It is also using the web crawling or web scraping tool, and then getting the relevant information regarding the cancer advancement in cancer treatment in the March 2025 latest information. So when you basically run this query, click on answer button and run this query to get the answer, what will happen, I'll show you. So it starts from here, agent run start. So this is the ID of the run. So as you can see, all these functions, that search Google from the SARP API tools, then web crawler for this crawl 4 AI tools, all these things, and even the search knowledge base, that is our PDF, that is everything is added to the model. Then after that it decides, actually agent checks the knowledge base and then decides. So the query was that what causes cancer, that is the query. And then you can see that it is searching in the search knowledge base. It is that function it is calling the search knowledge base, and then and it is getting the relevant answers or information So tool call, it is showing the tool call. So which is pretty, the informative, all these things. So if you can just follow, you'll understand how it works actually step by step. So it is basically search knowledge base. This function it is calling and then getting the information results here. Similarly, the other one where we asked about the latest advancement in March 2025 for the cancer treatment. So here also you can see that it's Google search only. So you can see search Google. Latest advancement in cancer treatment 2020. So it is, but before that, it definitely first checked in our knowledge base or search knowledge base. You can see that function it called and it, but it could not find any relevant information there regarding our question, that is the latest advancement in cancer treatment in March 2025. That is why it went for the Google search. So it's pretty smart and intelligent, and the autonomous to decide and what to do in what situations, and for getting at the end of the day, our goal is to get the correct answer, relevant answer for our query questions. That's what it is doing actually. So it's pretty powerful, and then now I will go through the code. So first you have to import all the necessary libraries. So from the phi.agent, so Phidata you have to install. We've installed this Phidata. That phi, then from the phi agent import the agent and agent knowledge classes, agent and agent knowledge. Then phi.vector db, but we are not using that. This one pg vector we are not using. Then from phi.knowledge.pdf we are importing this PDF knowledge base. We are using this, okay, but with this one we are not using PDF URL knowledge base. We are not using, but we are using PDF knowledge base, okay. And then phi.tools, we need tools. We need two tools actually. One is Sharp API tools, another is Crawl 4 AI tools, that is for the web crawling or web scraping. This one is for the Google search, Sharp API tools. Then other things, load.env, all these things. Then we are using Deepseek-r1 model through Grok, so we definitely need to import this Grok. And then OllamaEmbedder we need to import from the phi.embedded.ollama that we are using. And then most importantly, phi.vector.db.qdrant, import Qdrant. Qdrant we are using, vector database, this one. Okay. Then you load the load_.env, load all the environment variables. Then you have to pass this get from the environment variable. You need to get the Sharp API key, and then you have to just pass that API key here, and then Sharp API tools we are going to use. So we need this API key. And then model is basically Deepseek-r1 model, and then vector db equal to Qdrant. Then give some name for the index name, anything you can give. Then URL, locally it is running, so it will be the http://localhost : then port number is 6333. API key equal to none since you are running it locally. And embedder is OllamaEmbedder, and model, as I mentioned, you have to mention this model, put here this model here, and which you already pulled through Ollama. Then there is a function called Agentic RAG, and where we are passing this query and the knowledge base, that I will explain later. Knowledge base and query, and then we are passing as arguments, and then agent equal to agent. The agent class we already imported, and the model equal to model. Deepseek-r1 model tools. We have two tools, Sharp API tools and also the Crawl 4 AI tools. The knowledge equal to knowledge base, that I will explain how we are creating this knowledge base from the PDF. That I will explain. Sorry. Then this one, this search knowledge equal to true. This is very important. That means we are basically asking our agentic RAG or RAG agent to basically search through the knowledge, our knowledge base or the PDF. So that is a search knowledge equal to true. It will search through our uploaded PDF. show tool calls equal to true, it will show all the tool calls, etc. That is good actually. Search type, this is very important. Search type, we are using hybrid search. Hybrid search means it's a combination of keyword based search as well as semantic search. So combination of both keyword based search and semantic search is most effective, the hybrid search. Markdown true, so you will see the output in a very nice format. Debug mode true, it is very important. If something goes wrong, if you set it to true, so it will show you everything, whatever calls, tool calls are happening, or one step by step, whatever it is doing that our agent is doing, you will see step by step. Then response equal to agent and then dot run and then give a simple prompt. Please try to answer this query from the given knowledge base. So it will first attempt to answer the query from the given knowledge base. If you don't find the answer there, please use external tool and give me the answer. Okay, so we are asking the agent specifically, we're giving a very clear instruction. You first try to get the answer from the knowledge base PDF. If you cannot find the answer, then you take help from the external tools. Okay, or and it can also use its own knowledge, the training knowledge, data knowledge actually. LLM can, that is it. Then here our front end part is there, front end code and Agentic RAG AI application, you can see. And then here we are basically uploading the PDF and locally saving it, sample document.pdf. Now this part is very important, that knowledge base equal to PDF. We have already imported this class, a PDF knowledge base class, and you have to just pass this path of this PDF locally. It is in our working directory, it is there, sample document.pdf, and then vector db is equal to vector db. We already defined the vector database, and after that this knowledge base dot load, this is very important, this knowledge base dot load. Once you do the knowledge base dot load, then that it will create the embeddings. It will divide this PDF data into maybe chunks, and then it will just convert into embeddings and then store in the vector database. That process takes some time. If you have GPU on your local machine, definitely it will be very fast, but in my case I'm running it on CPU, so it takes just few minutes time actually, but still that is okay, manageable. Then here the query, streamlit st.text input, user is giving this providing this query, and then after that this button, we are adding a button, answer button, and as soon as the user will click on this answer button, and then it will call this function Agentic RAG, and it will pass this query on the knowledge base, and finally we'll have the answer. Okay, finally we'll have the answer. Now I'll show you one interesting thing here. Yeah, so when you use Qdrant, and like agent, Phidata agent, so you have option to use tool calls. Tool calls is true, means it will show all the tool calls, etc. But you have also option to make it true, they use tools, whether you want to use tools or not. Okay, that you can decide, but in my case I didn't mention it, set it to true explicitly, I just gave instruction, but you can also make it true, use tools. Okay, so if you look at my agent, so here search knowledge equal to true. Okay, so definitely it will search through the PDF or our knowledge base first. Okay, then if it cannot find the answer, then it will take help from the the external tools, which I have given instruction very explicitly in my prompts. But you can also set it to true, use tools, and try this. Okay, so it's pretty powerful and useful thing, the Agentic RAG application, and its scope is huge. It has a lot of flexibility, very powerful. You can explore it more on this for different problems and applications. Okay, that's all for this video. I hope you liked it very much. If you like, please give a thumbs up, and also please write your comments or feedback. And also please do subscribe my channel. A lot of interesting things are coming up in next few days or few weeks. So please stay tuned. Okay. Thank you very much for your time. Take care. Bye.